Okay, I'm going to show how to set the time, date, and baud rate on the USB data logger. You can do it a couple different ways. You'll need a USB to serial adapter, or if your computer has a true serial port, you can use a DB9 cable. You can use a null modem cable or a null modem adapter. If you use a null modem adapter, it needs to be a male, female. And you'll just plug the adapter straight on, and you'll plug your cable or your serial adapter into the end of that. If you don't have a null modem cable and you don't have a null modem adapter, you can pull the lid off of the USB data logger, and inside there'll either be a switch, like this switch here, or there'll be jumpers with two little shunt jumpers on there, and they'll be set normally to the right, like this switch is positioned. And that is the position that it should be in to data log from the ECU. If you need to program it, you'll switch it to the left, and or you'll move the shunts over to the left if it has jumpers. The other thing you need to do is move jumpers or DIP switch down number 1 to off. And in this one, I'm just going to plug it straight on because I switched the switch on the inside. And now we'll need to power the logger off. We'll power it back on, and you'll see the middle LED is the one blinking now instead of the one that was closest to the USB. That means it's in program mode and it's ready to go. So now we'll need to open up a serial terminal program. You can either use Hyperterminal if you've got Windows XP, that'll work. You can use this program here called PuTTY. Parallax Serial Terminal will also work. You can download PuTTY or Parallax Serial Terminal free off the internet. First thing we'll do is we'll go up and we'll select Serial. My computer uses COM port 9 for its adapter. We'll set the speed to 11.5.200 and we'll hit open. I'll expand this terminal window. Okay, now I can push any key on the keyboard and our data will pop up. Okay, now it shows our date, our time, everything that we need to, anything that we need to set pretty much. First we'll hit D for our day. So we'll hit our month. Month is the 9th month. Enter. Our day is the 21st. We'll push 2-1. Enter. And the year is 2011, so 2011, enter, and that puts our date. It was already set to that before, but and our time is set at 3:36 right now. I'm going to set it to 3:40. So our time, we'll push T, we'll push hour 3, 40 minutes, and there we go. And you'll see it counting up, 3:40 in 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, the other thing that periodically needs to be checked is the VDIP1 baud rate. It's set to 11.5.200 right now. I've seen that change before to 9600. It needs to be set to 11.5.200, so if you plug it into the ECU and it doesn't log, that's probably one of the first things to check if you hook it up to your laptop. To change, you just push V. You'll see it changes to 9600. If you plug it in and it's setting on 9600, that's why it won't log. You can just hit V, change it back to 11.5.200, and you're ready to go. And that's pretty much all there is to setting the hour, or the time, the date, and the baud rate. When you're done, you just come back over. You can unplug the serial adapter or your cable from it. You can flip the switch back to the position to the right, or move the shunts over to the right. Move the dip switch number 1 back into the normal position, and put your gender changer back on, and plug the serial cable from the ECU back into it. Put your USB flip drive back in it, put the lid back on it, and you're ready to go. Anytime that you run into a problem where it won't data log, or all 3 of these lights light up, usually that means it's a write error, or there's a configuration error on that on the baud rate or something like that. And so it's best to just plug it into the laptop or plug it into your home computer, power it up, and check the settings and make sure that they're correct. If the time and date are not set, then it won't make multiple files on the flip drive. Every time it makes a file and stops and starts again, it'll just keep recording to the same file in the folder. It won't make multiple files. So if you have a problem where it doesn't make multiple files, that's an indicator that the time and date is not set, or that it's lost the time and date. So you can plug it in, just go back in there, reset the time and date. When you set the clock, make sure that it counts up. If it does count up, then you know that everything's working fine and the battery's still good, because it does have a battery inside of it. On the bottom, it's got a 3.3 volt battery that's on the board. So if the clock doesn't count up, then that battery is not working, or it's not set. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned for more.